Okay, and we're back. It took a little bit of time to reassess options and stuff like that, and yeah, not looking like it looks like a mess at the moment. That's because I had a little bit of an incident trying to land the damn thing. Land? Yes, I made it fly because the static drill or the land-based drill rig was taking forever. Now the reason why it's all messed up is because this, like Marty's base here, had glitched out and I couldn't actually see it when I was trying to land, and that was problematic. So I don't know what damage I've caused to it, which is a little frustrating. It's not something easily fixable, like, because I don't know exactly what it looked like, but like everything still seems functional there. But there has been some damage to the rover here, which is now a ship. And what I ended up doing was, well, I was playing around with it, trying to pick up more stone and stuff like that, and I ended up smashing off the back wheels, which was not ideal. I was struggling to actually drive it anywhere. That's why the thrusters went on to begin with. And yeah, it just got harder and harder, and it's like, struggle town. So I thought, nah, bugger it, I'm going to make it fly, because I needed a lot of cobalt, and I needed a lot of, well, iron as well. I was running low on that. So what I ended up doing was making it fly, getting it to space, and then putting this big, long drill rig on the front and just drilled straight into asteroids. And that worked great. It even works on the ground here. There are some problems with it, such as like when things start failing and you're low on like resources, the build and repair can't do its thing, and you don't know what's broken. That's why all those blocks got taken out. They were put on there to try and make it stronger, but it didn't really work. But I did manage to mine a bunch of stuff. Now, the problem that I ran into with that was as soon as I'd get to something that I wanted to try and mine, yeah, a hostile would pop up and chase me. So that's what happened there. That was frustrating at best. So what I think would be a good solution to this particular problem is guns and armor, which is something that I haven't really done yet. Mainly because, yeah, we've been struggling with cobalt. The gravity is quite excessive here. And yeah, a lot of things did prove to be quite difficult, but I think I have figured out a way to overcome those obstacles. But yeah, just gonna give it a crack and see what happens. But yeah, it was a difficult landing because I couldn't see. Like, this is not the best spot on the planet to be, because it is dark most of the time. So, and that made it hard. I didn't have any lights on, which also made it hard. But the other thing was that, yeah, like Marty's base was completely invisible. I thought I was landing next to it, and it turned out, no, I was attempting to land on top of it. And yeah, nearly punched a giant hole in the ship and took out the front wheels, which would have been pretty bad. There's a few things that may have prevented it from completely failing, but yeah, if I had lost this section here, I mean, it could have potentially lost wheels and stuff like that. But I'm going to turn build repair on now. Like, build and repair is a great mod, but it does sort of in some ways feel a little bit like cheating. But at the same time, you know, I'm working within the limits of the server. So, you know, if the server allows it, and the rules, everybody has the same sort of rule set to play with, then roll with it, I guess. May as well take advantage of it and leverage it. But yeah, so the idea previously, well, the other thing that I did do was add in a bunch of gyros because it was very heavy. I've no idea what the weight is at the moment because I didn't take a note of it. But it is probably a lot lower than it was. But yeah, the idea that I've got at the moment is maybe just sticking the heavy armor on the bottom, like and then taking out the light armor afterwards and connecting it up in some way. I think that might be the way to go. And the other thing I'm going to definitely need is a lot of guns. Something that we do have a lot of on this planet is magnesium. But I don't know how much is actually a lot. Because, like, yeah, I have not memorized how much everything takes and all the rest of that sort of stuff. So, and it also is subject to change. But what I'm thinking of doing, I mean, yeah, to have a look at the rest of the ship, or vehicle, whatever you want to call it, like, you know, there's a lot of exposed space, like here, that really does need protecting, and also could do with more forwards thrust. So I'm thinking of moving that engine up one, sticking a couple more tanks on there, duplicating everything on both sides. Actually probably chuck a couple of engines there, and then with those tanks there, probably put like 4 tanks so that they come over the back of this here, and then stick another 2 hydrogen thrusters on, so it's not just flat on the back. I think that'll make it look a little more interesting. And yeah, having more assertive thrust in other directions I think would be quite helpful as well. So, like, but yeah, the other thing that I didn't check, like, it looks like we're out of ice, which is like means that we probably have a lot of hydrogen stored. It's not as much as I thought, but we do have a lot of hydrogen storage, so the amount that we have stored in all of those tanks is quite significant. So should check the mass while we're there. I didn't bother looking. So yeah, we're not that heavy at the moment. We're about half the weight of what we were. So and yeah, we do have some ore still here to process. Other refineries on here. So there is a problem with the refineries actually refining, it seems. So maybe we've lost a pipe or something like that, because that iron should have all been processed. Let's have a look. Oh, we're processing cobalt. So we have a lot of cobalt now. That's good. We're still carrying a lot of stone, so we'll get rid of that first. I thought I had 4 refineries. I guess I was mistaken. The cobalt does take a while to get through. Now, I could always stick a couple of more refineries on here. Stick two more on each side, and that will greatly improve the rate at which I can process stuff. So, but at the same time, I think I'm only running 2 hydrogen engines, and that's not ideal. Like, we're probably exceeding the power capacity of those engines, so we'll be relying on batteries a lot, which is not brilliant. What we need to do to progress further is find a good source of gold and silver in, well, anywhere, but space would be better. But I think I'll make those changes to the engines that I was talking about first. So that way I've got a more assertive forward thrust. I think that is a significant problem. So let's add that stuff in. We'll move this engine here. We'll grind this one down. And all this stuff is like what I think might look good or might make it more effective or something like that. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the way it's going to stay, but it's interesting to explore ideas and what not. Oh, this gravity is a struggle. Okay, now what? Hydrogen tanks. That there. Another hydrogen generator. Stick a tank there. There. And I'm drifting. Weird. Another one there, another one there, another one there, and one there. Now grab my engines. Probably could have moved it back, but if we had gone back a couple, I think I might have had a better line to it, but it doesn't matter. Not looking for perfect. Just looking for something a little bit different. Now the layout of the O2H2 gens is not ideal either, but once we start making the rest of the ship look like the, like armoring it up and whatnot and spacing it out a bit more, we'll have a bit more room to build a pressurized section, like cockpit, chuck a med bay in, all the rest of that good stuff. But yeah, something that is a significant concern, which I wouldn't mind actually dealing with, is protection of some sort. Now we are starting to get larger. The other thing that I should probably do, put all that stuff on production. So I need hydrogen tanks. I'm just doing 10, but I only need 8. And how many thrusters did I add? I added 6, so I'll just add 10. That's interesting. That's out of the Expanse, the Epstein drive. mods there. But anyway, I haven't added in the thrusters that I'm using, so I've just done 10. But what does this require? Gold. Be interesting to see how they go. I wonder what they're powered by. Anyway, work that out later. Now, going to space at the moment would probably not be the best idea. But I do want to start having a look around for more ores and stuff. That's the other thing I need to do is assign all those hydrogen thrusters all the new ones, not the tanks. Okay. Actually, let's turn them. Which ones are on? Now, something that we should probably look at is the weapons. Actually, would be better doing that from the cockpit, because I haven't seen what weapons are available in this particular mod pack either, so let's have a look. No, we need to be out of the cockpit to do it. Lock weapons. We have lots of stuff available. Now let's have a look for PDC type stuff, so that way if anything does come nearby, we can just stick turrets all over it for the meantime. But something that's buildable. .2k range. That's the avalanche machine gun. That's a turreted one, which is probably what I want. But with that one there, I should be able to select a range of them. Oh, there's the Atlas slanted point defense cannon. It's got a 1.2k range as well. This thing did work pretty good, like in the other one. What size is that one? 25 mil. And that one is 40 mil. I think we'll go for the 40 mil, because bigger is always better until it's not. Okay, so we're going to stick these around various spots. because it is frustrating to have to constantly leave somewhere, trying to get it lined up with whatever and all the rest of that sort of stuff. These are not staying here like this either. This is just a temporary solution. The stuff that I actually need to finish them off. I need detector components and computers. I need a lot of those. But anyway, I'll finish placing them first. Ammo for it. Something that I didn't check that I should have is whether or not I can make the ammo. And unfortunately, I don't have any on the bottom because I've got a massive plate in the way. So, try to figure somewhere to pop through the bottom. Just so I've got every direction covered, that way missiles come in. Moment. Kind of need to get that floor done. But anyway, so detect the components. Make a couple of hundred of those. And a bunch of computers. Now we want the ammo. Okay, now that's chugging away. And now industrial oven baking. We need construction components as well. All the engines look like they're built. Probably do with some more gyros as well, but at the same time, like they're not in ideal spots at the moment anyway. They're kind of just thrown on wherever I can chuck them. Now I could move the cockpit. That would not be a bad idea either, but at the same time, like it's in a survivable spot at the moment, so maybe just leave it. So some of them are done. get away with 100. Actually, maybe 200. Ah, bloody hell. Keep pressing the wrong keys. Just really stacking it. I didn't need 1,000 of these damn things. Okay, now for the interesting question is, should I venture into space? I think the chances of survival have increased a bit. The other thing about heading out into space is like it'd be much easier to try and reskin the ship, because I can fly around it a lot easier. Chop off all that back part there, like the wheels on the back. It does look like it's starting to come together. Something else I'm going to have to consider is where am I going to put the nuclear reactors when I get around to doing that. But we'll burn that bridge when we get to it. Anyway, let's go to space. Ore processing in there, so even though it only says we've got 46% of our hydrogen there, that's still a hell of a lot because we have a lot of tanks. Definitely need a more gyros. What I'll do up. I don't know, 30 of those. something else I've been thinking about doing is making a decent space station again. This is cobalt again. So let's add that back in for closer to Marty, so he might find that handy. So yeah, we didn't find any cobalt on the planet's surface. Now I think I could do with more of a thrust in each direction. Yeah, no, gonna definitely do something about these damn gyros. The other reason why I placed them where I did was because I didn't want to put them on the floor or the ground sort of thing. So I attached them to the center part. So what I might do is stick them on top of those O2H2 gens. They're going to they will need to be moved later. But as a temporary solution, I think that would be quite good. That looks like something over there. I think I saw it. Blue. Probably going to have cobalt coming out the wazoo now, so oh no, that looks like iron, which we also don't need it right now. And ice we can always use. At least that's what it looks like. Yep, we may need to move that ore detector and also put some lights on. I've got to select the pool. Okay, something else I can do to help reduce the weight is I can get rid of these wheels now. Not that the weight is the problem is the gyros. But these will stop me from hitting stuff, hopefully. Well, like, I won't smash the wheels off. That looks like a skull. Let's dump what we have in our pockets. something that I could do to make this a more efficient process is to throw out the stone, but at the same time, like, actually I'm putting the lights on now because this is getting irritating. Go. Yeah, also what I want to do is replace all the speed modules on the refinery with yield modules. There's definitely a lot more control authority now. Doesn't look like there's anything here worth digging for right now. I think we were just over there, yep. Looks like there's nothing interesting here either. Oh, there's iron. It's not really super necessary. Let's go check out those ones. Now, as far as bigger guns goes, yeah, put them on, but I might wait until we've got the armor up. The PDCs I've just put on there are a temporary solution. I don't know if we have shields in this mod pack. Like, shields would be good. So they'll stop all small things. I haven't actually checked. But they are a pretty popular mod, so there you have it. Looks like we could also magnesium there. Wait for a bit of a closer look. I mean, if it is magnesium, I could have grabbed it on the surface, but we do have a fair bit. Or we had a fair bit, I don't know if we still have it. That's cobalt as well. As soon as you find it, you find mountains of it. But then you just can't find the other stuff you're looking for, which is a bit frustrating. crazy. Well, we found our replenishable ice supply. There is a lot of ice. Okay, let's check the inventory. Let's see how we're going for ice. Do have a fair bit. Like, not a super large amount, so yeah, we can come back. That is a tricky looking ice ball. That is a weird. Oh, that's not that's really not. And something else I can do is turn on all the accessible markers. More iron. Which is not super handy. Let's go this way. Now this is completely the opposite to what I was experiencing with the NPCs before. I'm not seeing any at the moment. Whereas before, it's like I had one following me around constantly and I had no guns. So it's pretty much, as soon as I got lined up to go and try and drill some more out, it was like drill until it gets ridiculously close, probably within gun range, and then try to leg it out using my upwards thrusters, because that was the only way I could really move quickly. Get up to speed and run away to the next rock, which is not fun. Silicon. get out if I wanted to. .11 minutes of battery left. What? Ah, because of all those things. Okay, we need to do something about that. Sooner rather than later, because that is going to be a big problem if we run out of power, because we won't be able to turn. So let's grab some more hydrogen engines. On there.
Told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away.
Yeah, I'm about to fade away, cause every time I wake up I feel like it's Monday. Something's going wrong with all the chemicals up in my brain. All of a sudden I don't look at anything the same way. Gotta build up of my thoughts sitting in an ashtray. I'm sorry that I'm so inconvenient, okay. Just let me be me and I'll stay out of your way. I can see the way you look at me, I'm such a disgrace. I never really asked to be brought into this place. You wanna love me? Well then baby I have a taste. All the highs and the lows, no you'll never be the same. I don't really wanna hurt you but I can't control the pain. If you're sticking by my side, maybe we can be okay. Okay, maybe you could be the change I need today. I promise that I've never felt this way. I really hope that you will choose to stay through all the pain.
I know you told your friend you're not okay. And tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away.
check that out.
Stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray as you fade away. As you fade away. As you fade away.
Let's go check out that base. See if there actually is a base there this time. But something I might do first is I'm going to take a bathroom break. I'll be back soon.
But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your blue eyes fade to gray.
Okay. There is an O-arm tide. It's far enough away where I don't think it's going to cause me any grief, but probably not want to hang around because I don't think I can take it on with but I do want to check out this station. So I check these out first. I mean, you're on the way. Why not? Looks like something there. Probably not. Oh no, that looks like that is something. Silver. I think I'll grab that. That looks like something else there too. That's just more of the same, I think. Let's GPS this and drill out a bunch. need to get all of it. I just want to get a good amount of it so I don't have to think about it for a while. We don't need silver for a hell of a lot of things, but when I want to make a med bay, I'll need silver. Also, I got some off of Marty earlier on, so having a source of it and being able to take it back down to him if he needs it, that would be handy. Or give him the GPS for this particular spot for it. Have a look and see how much I've taken on. Probably run out of magnesium. Possibly run out of magnesium. Anyway, we do have a lot of stuff there now. Let's have a look and see what the refinery is doing. It is processing cobalt. Because why wouldn't it be? Wanting to get the stone. Looks like there might be a station in this one. Just get a GPS marker for this thing too. sell cobalt. We could sell a bunch of cobalt, gold, magnesium, platinum. Might be worth doing some of that. Let's have a look at the... Oops. Let's see what can be acquired. Motors. Don't have a hell of a lot of them at the moment. We could make some. A couple of millions. I've got nearly 2 million space bucks for that. But I think I might leave it for now. There was no ships for sale here. Oh, that's a huge problem. Still nice to know. And sell stuff there, buy some stuff. Well, yes, that's no. I don't know. I don't even know if there is anything wrong with it. Anyway, let's continue the search for gold. I know where there is some platinum. We just came from over there. Let's go for that one. Something I could do at the moment, probably should do, is start backing all that heavy armor on the bottom. And redo the floor, space it out a little bit. Might do it a little bit. I do want to find gold and silver first. Not gold, silver, gold. Prominently, I do have a platinum spot. It's like more cobalt. I could be magnesium. Which, if it is, I might pick some up because I think I've refined all that I've got. And I think I've used up all I've got to refine. So, but there might be something else alongside it. I mean, uranium would be good as well, even though I can't use it at the moment. Here's cobalt. I'm just going to ignore it, I think. It's already got a bunch of those. Yeah, it's cobalt. It's a bit downer. Something will turn up eventually. Hopefully. Hey, that looks like something. No, it's sort of yellow, but it might be red. Hoping for the best here. I won't know until I look. Now I could get a better look if I stick a damn camera on. As we get closer, it's starting to look more and more like it's red, not orange or yellow. My life is full of falsehood. Is there anything else here? But a few people have been watching. Only a few. I appreciate anyone who does watch. Hopefully you appreciate it. Let me know in the comments what you would like to see. Or just like to see me try. What sort of approach would be more appealing? Because, yeah, the way I always see it is you play to if you have an audience, you play to the audience. That's what I used to do with music. That would be the goal here, because nobody's going to watch something that they don't want to see. Well, that's not strictly true. Some people like to go and find things they don't like to see. Okay, what was that? I mean, something else that I'm considering doing as well. Like, not that I'm going to get much out of it as far as resources goes. But, well, that being said, it depends on how I go about attacking it. If I attack the weapons rather than the power systems, I might be able to hack their power systems and gain control of it. And take their fuel and also the reactors, cut them down and stick them on my ship. That looks like something there. That's nickel. And uranium. Let's see if we can find a more accessible spot for that. It's hard to judge the distance of it at the moment though, because of where the ore detector is. Go down with the hand drill, find out how deep down it actually is. 40 meters. That might not even be that far, and we're getting odd rocks and things happening. But what it can do is to actually access it is move the drills out further, put them on a longer extension. So that way I can just plunge straight in and take it out. There it is. right on the front there. Damn it. So where did I put it? There. But hey, I'm gonna stick it up the front. There. Take out, can't really take out the other ones. Put a gyro on it. Doesn't really matter, I suppose. I'll remove it later. Body tech 2. Turn that all the way up. Turn this one off. Almost there. I can start regular drilling now. Widen it up a little bit. Don't need a million kilos of it at the moment because we can't use it yet, but it will be handy to have when we can use it. I'm going to try and turn that other module back on as well. Hey, why is that not finished? Oh, anyway, it's one of the speed modules is not on, so I'm going to cycle all of those to on. Now we've got all green lights. Jump out, have a look, see what I've done. We haven't gone in a super long way, but we have taken some of it out. Have a look and see how much we took out. Tons, 5 tons. It's not a lot. Let's clear up a bit more space around it. Well, US market as well. Damage. But I think we're still good. Parallax Light Star. And it is getting closer, but I don't think it's going to cause me grief. It's not moving very quickly. Start doing this soon because I don't think I'm going to come across gold, which is a little frustrating. I do have a location for platinum though, so if I want to build ion thrusters, which I will probably do at some stage, I can. Send a message back. Oh, damn it. Steam's not working. Wonder if I can exit Steam and then log back in without killing the game. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Nope. Ended the game. Well, on that note, I'm going to stop streaming here. And I will see all of you shortly. I'm going to reset everything and we'll see what happens.